Hi, I'm John Cox, and this is City Beat Live, the best in news entertainment. This week, our very own Tricia Name-Call sat down for a chat with model, actor, and comedian, and son of the great late Richard Pryor, Mason Pryor.
It's weird living with Richard Pryor when I was a kid, man. Everybody wants to know about that. It was strange. My dad did a lot of weird stuff, man. I remember I tried to do normal stuff in the house, like cook. One time I wanted to make my mom a birthday cake. I was, mixing it, put the eggs in there, flour. I was about to put the sugar, but my dad kicked in and was like, that ain't sugar. I was like, oh.
Tricia Name-Call here with City Beat Live and actor-comedian Mason Pryor, the son of the late, great Richard Pryor, king of comedy. Welcome.
Hey, how you doing?
Great. Mason, we're so happy to have you here today. What was it like living in the Mason home?
Oh, as a kid?
Yes.
Oh, it was fun,
Yeah.
Being Richard Pryor's son? What? And I grew up in Columbus, Ohio.
Did you?
Yeah, so I was definitely, with that name, a big fish.
I see.
Came out to LA and realized, man, I'm one of a million, so. But out there, it was a big deal.
Absolutely. I mean, you have a striking resemblance to your father. I mean, I'm sure people approach you all the time. And being that you're doing comedy and acting, you're pretty much taking the same steps that your father did. What has that been like for you?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's very fun. It's very fun. The journey has been difficult at times, but overall, it's been a fun time.
So can you give us some insight growing up with your dad?
Some moments growing up with my father.
Yeah, what was it like?
I remember when my dad had a monkey.
A monkey?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was not fun.
Why is that?
Because every morning you wake up to some four-limbed animal trying to hump you in your ear.
Pets or something else. I got pets. I love my little pets. I got monkeys. My monkeys died. Yeah. I had two squirrel monkeys. You ever seen them squirrel monkeys? They got them hands. They freak a dog out. They do. They get on a dog and them fingers touch a dog. Dog.
So what inspired you to take the footsteps of your father?
For me, following in my father's footsteps was easy because I didn't want to go to college. You see? Mm-hmm. And I'm not much of a hard worker. I'm only a $1.45, so I only had limited choices.
See George Foreman fight Ken Norton. That is mean. Ain't he mean? I mean, that's the only dude in the world don't have no style. He don't have no style at boxing, right? The bell ring, he just come out right to get ding. And he whooped Norton like Norton said something about his mama or something, right? What you doing? Put your hand down. What you doing with what you got a guard for? You know what I mean?
But one thing I do watch is SportsCenter. And something I watched the other day was very interesting to me. I was watching First Take. Hey. And they told me the most ridiculous shit. Michael Jordan's talking about coming back. Michael Jordan's 50 years old. I watched Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless talk for 20 minutes about Michael Jordan's comeback as if this is really going to happen. At 50 years old. Ma'am, how old are you? Thank you. At 50 years old. My mother is 50. She cannot drop her baby weight from 90s with my youngest sister. You telling me Michael Jordan's gonna get out there and play in the court? At how old? 50. 56. So you telling me, do you realize how bad that's gonna be? If Michael Jordan comes back, not only would he be the first athlete to ball out with an AARP card, but he's literally going to be the reason we raise retirement. Like, what is it now, like 68? How can you complain? Michael Jordan's still playing. Like, go to work.
Where can our viewers see you right now? What's new in the works for you?
Oh, man, I just in October, I'm going up North Hollywood. I have some stuff out there I'm doing. I have some shows actually in Northern California as well. I'm going back to Ohio, Cleveland as well, Texas, and believe New York coming soon as well.
Tell us a little bit about Like Father, Like Son.
Well, it's really great. I got a lot of comedians to get involved. I like that I had that. It's really good. It has some really good detail about my father and I and the comparisons of us. I've gotten stuff from me doing shows in Tacoma, Washington, Buffalo, New York. I went to Scottsdale, Arizona, and really took some of those video clips of that, put them together, some of my acting as well. And then we just put it with my father's stuff and everything. It's a really good project, you know, so we have that coming out.
So we're going to be seeing you in Columbus, Ohio. Tell us a little bit about that.
First of all, I'm from Columbus, Ohio. So I just found out that you guys are coming to Columbus in 2 weeks. Columbus, come support. Come out, everybody. From 71 to the 70 to the 270, go Buckeyes, what's good? I want some Tommy's Pizza now. You know how good Tommy's Pizza is? I'd slap 3 of my grandmas for a slice of Tommy's Pizza. You know what else? I want to go to High Street, hit up the Arena District right now. Nowhere else but Columbus, Ohio can you have a drink with a politician at a nightclub. Columbus, what is good?
So what do you miss about Columbus, Ohio?
I miss my friends. And I mean, I had really good friends in Pickerington, for real. We had teammates that we would get in fist fights before practice and then go play together. Like it never happened.
Nice.
Yeah, I know. We were knuckleheads. Do you remember being a kid? Playing quarters and stuff?
What school did you go to?
Pickerington.
Pickerington. So it is.
It was a good school. No, it was a good school.
The town is Pickerington, and the school.
The town is called Pickerington.
And the school
and
is
the
also
school is
called.
Pickerington.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Is that a bad thing?
No.
Are you hating on my school?
I'm
Where
absolutely
did you
not.
go to school? Wait a minute.
I went to Miami, but that's another story.
In Miami, Florida?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. You might win. Wait, no. Pickerington, we're in the thing.
Well, we'll talk about that later. You know, we took over some of LA's players as well, but.
At least we got LeBron back.
Okay. Okay, for the time being.
Hey, you know, you guys still got Chris Bosh. You don't look too happy about that.
That's a whole nother interview.
You know what? He still used to put up 40-some. He's a leader. He can do it. Dwayne Wade won one without you guys. With all the team of, you know, the LeBron and squad. You know? You don't think? No?
I'm not touching it.
Kevin Love, LeBron, Kyrie Irving, Adam Verjao, the wild thing with the hair. He's going to be showing up like Waka Flocka. He's going to be in there dunking just, bow. Y'all ain't ready. Comic, I get to go out, hang out with a couple friends. I meet a few celebrities. It's cool. You get to hang out with some celebrities and stuff. I've hung out with people like actors, cool people, singers, great people. One type of people I can't talk to and hang out with, rappers. It's not the whole slap in the face or, you know, make it rain on the hose. I'm cool with all that. I got a problem with how they do with money. I have an issue when we're in club, we're in the VIP, sectioned off, you want to be a gangster, goon, big chains, all that, I'm cool with all that. But once you sit there and make it rain, that's when we up. I have bills. I'm just letting you know right now, I'm not that cool. I'm not going to watch you sit there and be like, oh yeah. And expect me to be, yeah, Mason, ain't this shit fun? Because I'm under the thunderstorm like, yep, there's lights. You ever been in a club, saw somebody making it rain, and dudes, you can't just grab it, you have to be nice and shalom, like, oh, tie my shoe real quick. Y'all look at me, talk about me. I don't give a shit. My lights are on.
There are talks as far as a biopic on your father's life story, and I believe that Mike Epps was just cast in that role. What are your thoughts on that?
Mike Epps playing my father is really, to me, a good thing. But I might be sided because I met him a couple times.
I see.
So it's hard to just, you know, give an unbiased opinion. You know, when you meet Mike Epps, you're like, that's really a great guy. So it's hard to say anything, but I love Mike Epps, you know?
Yes, I agree with you. He's a great comedian, actor. But at the same time, you are an actor and comedian. I mean, I'm just saying what we're all thinking, honestly. I mean, hello, actor, comedian, who better to represent and epitomize?
Play the boy.
Exactly, exactly. But I mean, just saying, you don't even.
Right.
You know,
I mean, I am Richard Pryor's son, you know, but give the people what they want. If they want somebody that has a resume and all that in comedy, let them have that, you know?
Okay.
Now, if you really want somebody that looks just like them, obviously.
Right.
I mean, look at me, man.
Yeah.
I always wanted to be good enough to play sports that I could be just the bad guy on a team. Because you always remember the superstar and then the worst, you know? And it's like in that one game, and it came down to Dewey Henderson. He was a bum, but he made that one free throw, and they won the championship. Then I guarantee I can go to any bar and get drunk off of that for the rest of my life. Like, everybody else has to be like, you know who I am? I have my rings. They got to wear it. They got to spend all the money at the club to prove something. No, really, I was on the team with Jordan and Pippen, man. What's your name? Like, if you have to come up to somebody and prove to them you're important, like the first thing I did was, no, seriously, I'm a big deal. You can Google me. No, you're not that big of a deal. That's my biggest fear. I'll spend my entire life working to do something, and then turn out that it's like I still get eclipsed by my father. Like, I should have made T-shirts. Something. They were like, you should sell this merchandise. I was like, no, I'm going to care about this brand, and I'm going to work really hard. But then I got lazy halfway through. So, you know, Richard Pryor soda pop.
Well, you know what? We most definitely see a brilliant future ahead of you. So yes, although, you know, you're mentioning your dad, but at the same time, you have this presence about you that the viewers are going to, you know, truly like to see your comedy and you as an actor. So, you know, if that's what's propelling you to get out there, fantastic, great. But at the same time, you have that presence about you that will carry you through.
Well, I hope so.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
ready to be a celebrity.
You are a celebrity.
I am a celebrity. For the wrong reasons. I want to be in a good light.
Okay.
I'm a bad boy. Don't let the light skin fool you. I jaywalk. That happened. At one time, I stole. It was from my mama after she gave it to me. I do that. I do steal and ask. I'll be like, you know what, Mom, I'm taking $1. So does that count as stealing?
No, it's from Mama.
Okay.
Doesn't count. And jaywalking,
Jaywalking. No, that's tough, because you can get a ticket for $250.
I know.
You take half my paycheck. That's a gangster felony. Look, forget what you talked about. That's not food.
I know.
Because the other half, that goes to dates for the beautiful women.
Have you received a jaywalking ticket yet?
No.
Me
I'm
neither.
sneaky.
I'm not gonna win.
No, I'm sneaky with it.
Okay.
You got to know how to do it. You got
gotta
to ease
run.
in. No, you can't
Yeah,
run. You
run.
got to ease into it like Frogger. You can't just run out there. Like, that's how you get caught.
Aside from all of the business things that you are a part of, what else do you do in your spare time?
Play Xbox and write.
What are you writing?
Comedy.
Comedy.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
I write skits, scripts. I've had some really good meetings with some really good people, and I'm not going to say the names and all that, but they're heavy hitters. And when you get somebody that really comes up to you and they have that, we can make your career, you don't rush it. You know, I've been doing comedy 7 years, and I've noticed that I want to be a slash artist, but most slash artists that make it, they master one and move on to the next. So I want to get a full, real grasp of comedy where comedians also say, no, he's a real comedian. He's legit. He's not just so-and-so's father or son. You know, this is what he does, you know?
Yes. Is there any advice that you can give to other aspiring comedians out there?
I would say a lot of work and preserving your brand. You know, being able to help other people and give back to them, but knowing yourself. And real knowing yourself is because of knowing what the character you represent on stage yourself. Don't give away your flavor. Help someone else write or whatever, help them with their stuff, but do it from their perspective. Don't write from yours, because they'll take your essence and then run with it. Now that's some real advice. A lot of people say that too soon question, right? And I think it's time that we talk about a comedian that's passed. His name is Richard Pryor. He's been dead for a while now. But I think we should, see, look, you thought I was going to say somebody else, didn't you?
No, I'm glad you said what you said.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Why is it if I say Richard Pryor, it's okay for him to die? But if I said something about the other one, y'all would have been like, oh, that hurt me. I love my daddy. I'm still not over it. And you look off in the distance.
Did you see The Exorcist? Yeah. See, the movie would have been over for me. If I'd have been in the movie, it would have been over. If I'd have walked in the house and heard, that would have been it. Wouldn't have had to go no further. Right, with all the extras? No, no, no. Brothers exercise the devil every day, though, with 2 words. Be cool.
Daddy wasn't always home. And that's so uncommon for black people.
And my kids get away with I never could get away with, because I can't bring myself like just to beat them up, like be no parent, that kind of standard parent like my family did, because I don't want to my kids up like I up. So I just talk to them, I say, get the out of my face. Just leave me the alone. I don't want to hear you don't respect yourself. I know you don't respect me. About an hour later, they come to my room. No, I'm sorry.
You know what? And that's why I hate that bit. This was a great interview. So I hear my dad sometimes. And I'm not the only comedian that said he does. So I'm trying to figure out how my dad became a ghost, but eluded child support for this many years. Because I still want my bicycle. Like, my dad had millions of dollars. Millions of dollars. He did. But I also saw how fast that got blown once it would touch my hands. But you meet kids that are like, I met Stan Lee's daughter. She spent $410 in 8 minutes.
Really? On what?
You tell me. Either LA is inflated as all get out, or she's a baller.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to say both. Starbucks, you're ridiculous.
It's a lot of Starbucks.
Man, what?
That's a lot of Starbucks. $410.
Man, for a tank of gas, you literally have to give your firstborn child.
This is true.
It is. That's why nobody in LA has kids. That or because we let our nannies adopt them. See, I'm trying to be politically correct, but the funny stuff is the wrong stuff. You see the dilemma here? I'm wearing the suit, but underneath, I have tattoos. Like, you see? I want to be the good guy, but I want to play the bad dude in the movies. I want to be so rich. I want to be Donald Sterling rich. So rich that no matter what, it all turns out all right. Didn't he just go on his 60th anniversary with his wife or something like that? Obviously not 60th, that's impossible. But whatever year anniversary. They just went on their anniversary. After all that, he's still that rich that he's like, you want to meet for lunch? And she's like, I would love to see your money again. I'll be there. I heard like somebody else got, Elgin Baylor, he sued him. And it was like, yeah, I got my justice served. He's like, okay, whatever. Sign here. Like, where you can be an a-hole and just pay the ticket for it, right? Yeah. V suing him. She said some really inappropriate things, said things about his sexuality. So what? When you're that rich, who cares? Clearly not his wife. So she's the mother of his children. So they're happy. I feel like if we really want to show him a lesson, we got to show him an owner that can do him but better. That's why Jordan is the owner now. Because he's going to come in there with the Jordan stuff with the cigar and out douchebag Donald Sterling. Nice. Like, what do you know? What do you know? You're just black. What are you saying? Who cares? I'm Jordan. I'm an owner and I played. What have you ever shot a ball? Huh? Look at you, you scrub. Like some basketball terminology stuff. You're a bum. I would immediately make him like, he's right. I always wanted to be him. That's why I'm an owner. That would be the ultimate win. So, Jordan, please, please win for us the right way. Who's us? I don't know. You know, people nowadays, they're so afraid to be offensive and they want everyone to like each other so much. It's like us versus them. Who's them? I don't know, but I got this hatchet. I'm ready. Like if we turn off the lights, you would be like, there's a war zone. Cut the lights on. We'd be like, wait, we're literally the only people here. Like, we're only warring with ourselves.
We're here at the Galactic Film Festival. It's a weekend filled with aliens, starships, and everything sci-fi. And now we're going to meet some of the cast and the crew.
Okay, so where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Mason_Pryor. You can find me on Instagram, Mason Pryor. You can find me on KIK. I never use it, so I don't know that one. I'm on Vine. I rarely use that one, but when I do, they're weird, funny videos. They're very, very funny, but they're weird.
Thanks for watching. Be with us next time when we'll have more news from the entertainment industry. I'm John Cox, and you've been watching City Beat Live.